Yeah, boy. Remember that from the 90s? Remember when people would do that?
Who would do that?
People would do it.
Oh, like when Flavor Flav had his own reality show about trying to hook up with as many naive women as possible.
Yeah, when he just wanted to take advantage of women trying to make it in television, and all he had to do was own a production company.
I mean, I'm not saying anything about his rap career. I'm sure it's amazing, but to give that many women a nickname in like an hour, that is impressive to me.
Really? To give 25 women a nickname in an hour?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe it's because I try to give nicknames to people I know.
Yeah.
And so if I just saw somebody make a snap judgment, I guess it might be easier to do nicknames. But I would have to say that Flavor Flav taught me that.
I remember one of the women's names from that show. Her name was Hoops. That was her nickname.
I was gonna say Hoops. She almost won. She right down to the wire.
Oh, I didn't remember that. I just remembered.
But she was beat up by New York, who then also had her own reality show, where then she did the same thing to like 25 naive guys.
I don't think those guys were naive. I think they were just stone cold stupid.
Are you sure? Because I remember one of them, named Chance, would referred to a dolphin as a water dog, and was offended that someone said he needed Ritalin, and he went, Ritalin? What's Ritalin? So I'd say he was naive.
Water dog is a pretty cool name for a dolphin, though.
It's true. It's true.
Pretty cool.
But then...
Well, hold on. No, back up.
No, all right. Okay.
You object to the phrase water dog for dolphins, but you have no problem with the actual name seahorse for whatever the fuck seahorses are?
Listen, people weren't as smart back in the 1800s or whenever we first found out about seahorses.
Okay, yeah, I'm going to Google that real quick while you keep talking. Yeah.
But then, the early 2000s being what they were, Chance and his brother, who was also on the show Trying to Sleep with New York, then got their own spin-off where they literally introduced these women in a stable, and they were looking for love.
In a stable?
That's where they introduced the women, and that's where they let some of them go. But they also had other weird competitions and dates.
Yeah, it's true what they say. Hell is a downward spiral. Can you imagine going for a job interview, and it's in a stable, and it's not to work on a farm, and you don't get the job? Can you imagine that? That's got to be rough.
How many successful interviews have been conducted in a stable, you think?
That's a good question. Ooh, that's a good... Now, okay, for people or horses?
We're going to stick just to people for now.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. What if you got a pony, right? And you want to see if the pony's good to ride, so you just hop up on his back in the stable. Maybe you prance him up and down a little bit. Just walk him up and down. Do you just
jump on a horse when they're in a stable? I thought you walked them out like a gentleman and then jumped on them once you put a saddle on outside the stable.
Jeff, horses are owned by people. They're property.
You can't own a horse. Have you seen how majestic they are?
You can own a horse.
No, you can try.
You can turn a horse into glue, too. Once you own it, you can do whatever you want to a horse.
Listen, I'm not going to stand here and say that you can't own glue, but can you own a horse? No.
I don't know. I think you could.
You're merely leasing them from God.
No, I don't think God is like a horse dealer. What are you looking for? You're like, 36 months? 0% APR down? Let's go. Let's make this deal.
Oof. 2023, it's going to have a crazy accident and break its leg, and you're going to have to shoot it. I'm going to need it back.
And you and God are in a barn, and you go, I'm sorry. You're in a stable, and you say, I'm sorry, God. You don't get this job. You're not even fired. We never hire you in this stable. Go home.
No, Sean, have you had any success by just typing into Google, when were seahorses found?
Yeah, Jeff, I kind of have. Okay? It looks like they were given a genus in 1810 by Constantine Samuel Rafinesque.
So would you call that the 1800s? And would you say that I was exactly right?
No. No, I would not. No. In the same way I wouldn't tell people I was born in the 1900s when they ask for my specific birthday. Although now that you mention it... Oh, I'm sorry. Now that I mentioned it, it's a great idea I had that I'm going to start doing.
All right. Well, hey, that's my new thing. I'm aggressive now.
Well, hold on. I clicked through, and now I'm reading about the namer of the seahorse, Constantine Samuel Rafinesque.
Why aren't they called Rafinesques?
I don't know. That's a good... Yeah, because he was a dipshit. It looks like... Okay, so he's wearing, the 18th century, or the 1800s. Oh, he died at 56.
Ooh.
The past was shit. He's got, it looks like he's wearing a little bow tie. It looks like he's got some killer bangs. They're a little bit wavy. He's wearing, he's wearing like the great
Yeah.
coat over his. This is just the painting, of course. They didn't. But he's also. It looks like it looks like he has 2 of his 3 collars popped.
Oh, damn.
Pretty dope look for 1810.
Yeah, trendsetter.
My point was, listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
I mean, he made notable contributions to botany, zoology, and the study of prehistoric earthworks in North America. Mm-hmm. And he also contributed to the study of ancient American linguistics, in addition to work he had already completed in Europe. So,
Jeez, why don't you just marry the guy?
dude, you know what I did today? I went to work and then I came home. Oh, he's a polymath, often portrayed as an erratic genius.
Does he have is there a quote of him like naming the seahorses?
I'm not seeing any quotes on I don't think Wikipedia's big on quoting. These are supposed to be like encyclopedia entries, not like newspaper articles.
One day. Now, I'm assuming you can just put seahorses in a tank at your own house, right? There's no rule against that. They sell seahorses, right?
Where do you think they sell seahorses? I actually don't know. I gotta close down. I'm falling down a Wikipedia hole. I gotta close these pages.
I want to say Petco, but I don't know. Maybe a classier establishment.
Petco's garbage. They'll sell you anything.
Yeah. What I was gonna say, do you think they'll glue on little plastic cowboy hats and you can put them in a tank that has like a stable appearance?
I'm gonna go ahead and say heads up. Official position is don't glue things to animals ever. Just for
That's a good position.
Hey,
welcome to Heads Up with Jeff and Sean. I'm Jeff.
Seahorses are monogamous and they mate for life. I'm Sean. That's my new thing. Just kind of throw a little fact at you.
How long do seahorses live? Maybe monogamy is easier for seahorses. I don't know.
5 seconds. Who knows? Who cares? I didn't mean to distract you. You said your thing, but I was so wrapped up in the fact that seahorses like.
No, please.
And I'm like looking at a seahorse. Like I would never. Ugh. Oh yeah, 1 to 5 years in the wild.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's not that impressive. Okay, so I'm sorry.
Not that big a deal. Plus, have you ever seen a seahorse? Most of them look exactly the same.
Oh my god, that's speciesist. To you, they look the same. To other seahorses, it's like, damn.
You see the curl on that tail?
Yeah, what's Tina doing with that curl on her tail?
You see those fins on the side of her head? Damn.
That shit is mathematical, man. Oh man, I don't. So there's a scientist stunned by seahorse discovery. This is from last year.
Last year they were stunned by seahorse discovery?
Well, they discovered something about seahorses. Welcome to Heads Up. This is a seahorse fan cast.
Giddy up, partners. We're gonna be talking about seahorses.
Yeah. Here's the problem, Jeff.
Okay.
All right. I just got home from work like 20 minutes, 30 minutes ago.
You're all worked up.
I'm all worked up. I already got other pages open that I want to read, just for my personal edification.
Yeah,
so,
please.
So, let's see. I closed this down, and now I've got an article in The Guardian that I want to read real bad. So
read it up.
It's called "Tonight's Live Music Acts Will Be Mostly Male Only. What's Holding Women Back?" A Guardian analysis of the UK's live music lineups for one-day shows just how male-dominated the music industry is. And here's why I found it and clicked on it. Laura Marling and Emmy the Great discuss the many barriers blocking women's progress. So I kind of want to scope that out. But let me just minimize this.
You should send me that article. I'd be interested to read it.
Oh my god! But I'm trying to do a podcast right now. Are you gonna tell people what we do here, or
you're concentrating? Oh, I just thought you were concentrating real hard on the sending of that article. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, good.
On Heads Up, not only do we talk about horses, early 2000 dating shows, we talk.
Hold on, early 2000 dating shows that take place in horse stables.
If it happens in a horse stable, we're on top of it. Yeah, that sounded a little gross. Anyway, the podcast, we typically do 3 things, right? We have a little segment in the middle that by 2017 has been eaten up by wizards because I am dumb. We also eat candy before the podcast and then talk about it. And usually what we do right up top is we talk about our friends' social media in a segment called Kyle's Click.
The internet gave us a whole world of exciting new possibilities. So I guess this is a story of how it changed our lives. Maybe it will yours too.
But today, Sean, since we've been doing this a little over a year now, I thought we'd do a little year in review. We don't actually have to look at Kyle's Twitter or Facebook if you don't want to, but we have to talk about the podcast and Kyle's Click in general. And I know you love that.
So I do already have Twitter open and Facebook.
Is there some gems in there?
No, there never is.
There have been gems, though.
No,
I mean,
this is like it's like panning for gold in a sink. It's just water. There's no gold.
but there's life-giving water in that sink.
But is there gold? Which is what panning for gold is about.
That's true.
Yeah.
Now I thought since you've been putting up with it for a year now that we could try to change the segment up. It would involve a little bit of work instead of just opening up Kyle's Facebook and Twitter and commenting on it. But we could do it, you know? You could call it Popping Off.
No, don't.
And you
try
could
to
bring up internet articles.
No.
And you could talk about them.
No, that's all right.
I'm trying to pander to you right now, Sean. I don't know if you can tell.
I know that you are, and I don't like it. I'm
pandering.
I don't like pandering. I like genuine expressions.
What would you like to do in the first segment?
I don't know. You kind of put me on the spot here. You should have told me we were ditching Kyle's Click for anything else.
Well, we don't have to. I just wanted to throw it at you.
Yeah, I don't. Well, here's the thing.
How it goes.
I'm gonna tell you what I've told everyone who's tried to give me a gift. I don't appreciate this. Okay. I don't know. We could do anything.
Yeah.
Anything but Kyle's Click. It's not Kyle's fault. It's just.
No, it's not Kyle's fault.
No, it's your fault.
If you don't have any ideas, we have to go through Kyle's Click one last time.
You know, Kyle's pretty anti-police unions.
Yeah, for real. Even though on a previous post one time he said strengthen unions. He didn't mean police unions, apparently.
Well, yeah, I think he meant like teachers' unions, workers' unions. How do you feel about unions?
In general,
sure.
I think it's positive.
Okay.
I think they're positive. Yeah.
How about specifically?
Specifically, I also think they're positive.
Okay, all right.
You know.
Then why did you need to specify in general?
Because if you say in general, it's harder to nail you down on something. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Specifically, I think unions are a positive thing.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it gives workers collective power that normally you don't see in an increasingly in a workforce that's run by giant corporations that do not give a shit about anything.
Yeah.
So I think they're positive.
I mean, corporations are the literal giants of the day. They are more than willing to grind up your bones to make their bread. Have you ever belonged to a union?
Have I ever? No, I have not.
Yeah, I do.
I have not.
It's pretty cool.
Have you ever been to a meeting?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Do you mean a union meeting specifically?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
One for a union, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to one last week.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, it was so boring. It was so boring. It was like going to a town hall meeting. People overly concerned about this really small things that don't really matter to me. But people doing that when it comes to the amount that I get paid by where I work is kind of how the union forces the place to pay me more money without me doing anything, which is really nice.
Yeah, that is nice. I don't know that much about police unions, but I'm going to go with they're probably a good thing.
I think they're okay. The thing I don't like in general about unions is when someone is like fired for a really good reason.
Yeah.
Unions will sometimes fight to force them to be rehired. And that is so. This is specifically what Kyle is talking about. There was a police officer in Philadelphia who shot 3 people in 3 years, and the police union that he belongs to has forced Philadelphia to rehire him. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. I think police are held to a higher, different standard. I don't think this is surprising anyone, and I don't think it's particularly interesting on the podcast. But
No.
if you get fired for murdering citizens you're trying to protect, you probably shouldn't work as a police officer anymore.
Yeah, I mean, try a different job. Maybe that's not for you, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe you'd be really good at, like, being a florist or stocking shelves at one of the many giant chains.
Yeah.
Or, you know, managing a subway or anything. But maybe you shouldn't have a gun anymore.
Actually, if you kind of don't value human life, definitely
Yeah.
work at Subway.
Here's the thing. Now, this is gonna be controversial, but I think if you have no value for human life, in my experience, you should probably work in the customer service industry. I'm just saying, it's great for that.
It's a good point. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Really forces you to come to terms with all of humanity, and yet you have no power to take their life.
Yeah.
So then you have to look within yourself and become a better person. or get a better job.
Yeah, that's fair.
But don't start any conversations in the customer service industry like, in the last 3 years, I've killed 3 people.
Yeah.
Tends to turn customers off.
Yeah.
But, you know.
And then my union forced Target to hire me back. Like, no, that shouldn't be a thing. That shouldn't. Because that's really what it is this guy was at work, and he shot 3 people, and at least one of them died. And he got his job back.
Yeah.
And that's really not, that seems like really simple math to me.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know the situations in which he shot those 3 people, but it seems like a lot in a 3-year period. Like, I know it's like 1 a year, but it still seems like a lot of like.
How long have you worked at where you work?
My current job is like 5 years.
Okay. And how many people have you killed per year?
Right now, 0 directly.
And I would guess that you probably, at some point, at least one of the 3 people he shot, you probably had more reason to murder one of the people you've interacted with at your job than he may have had. I also didn't read the article because if I do that, I already closed Facebook, because if I do that, I'll just fall down another reading about police brutality, and then I get depressed, and then I see people, everyone's focus is on whether or not millionaires at football games should be allowed to kneel during the national anthem, and that's so irrelevant to everyone's life.
Who cares?
I don't get the argument, like they shouldn't be able to kneel. Why? Why?
Who cares? You know what? If it hadn't been brought up in the news, I never would have found out about it, and I wouldn't have cared.
Yeah.
And now that I know about it, I really don't care.
Just let him kneel. What is it? It doesn't. It doesn't.
I can tell you that most people that probably watch the games at home probably are not standing for the national anthem at home, even though it's playing through their TV.
Yeah.
And there's probably a flag on TV.
Here's the thing. They used to not even. TV stations used to not even show the national anthem when they were broadcasting the games. They just start when the game started, because not showing the national anthem meant they could put more ad time in.
Oof. Precious ad time.
And the majority of people in the stadiums, if you're up in the nosebleed sections, you can't even see whether the players are standing or sitting. Oh my god! I get that they're trying to protest and raise issues, and it's just, I don't know. Donate a bunch of your wealthy money from playing a children's game to some good cause. How about that? How about that generates good press?
Can I have another controversial stance?
Yeah. You love police brutality? Was that your stance? You love racially motivated police brutality? Damn, dog.
You know, I just think it really gets a conversation started. No, you know what my thing is here?
Yeah.
Why every sport, national level, local level, they're playing the national anthem beforehand? Why? Why do I need to be reminded of America right before, I don't know, a bunch of people run a 5K or a bunch of 4-year-olds run around on a soccer field?
That's a good
Why is it
question.
there?
I don't know.
What's going on?
I don't know.
America doesn't own soccer. It doesn't even like soccer. You know what I mean?
I think you mean no hands ball. I think
the run twice the length of a football field and barely score any points game.
Yeah, I'm sorry. As an American, if it doesn't have the word ball in the name, how am I supposed to know that there's a ball in the game? That's kind of the focus. It doesn't make any sense to me.
I was confused and scared when I saw a ball when I watched my first soccer game. I had no idea what was going on.
And I've been confused and scared ever since.
I had just sat down from hearing my favorite song, the national anthem. And all of a sudden, they're kicking a ball around. And I was like, what? So, let's look right into Kyle's Twitter.
All right, some retweets here. Up at the top of the Kyle's Click Hour. All right, and that's it. We're already back to... He's not doing a lot of tweeting.
Oh, yeah, look at that. Damn.
All right.
Damn.
Done with Twitter. Twitter is stupid. I don't know why people use it.
It's a modern form of communication, okay?
Have you ever effectively communicated with anyone there?
I want to say yes.
Okay, I know. Yes, I understand. Twitter would like you to say yes as well. The company...
This episode brought to you by Twitter. I've effectively communicated on there. With Kyle, specifically.
Oh, really? What does Twitter offer you that just texting someone can't?
The idea of having your conversation out in the open.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A random chance they might not see it.
Yeah, so you want to show off the cool conversation you're having.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, it's a stupid platform and everybody uses it as stupid. So I'm sorry to have to take that stance, but I have to take that stance. It's just...
All right. Stupid platform. Okay. Yeah. All right. What is your ideal platform for social media?
Silence. Just no. Just people don't do it.
Just kneeling at home at games.
Yeah, kneeling during every song.
Why don't they, instead of playing the U.S. national anthem, since it's become so controversial at football games, why don't they start playing the Canadian national anthem? And then when they kneel, it could be like, joke's on you. That's national anthem for Canada, and it's stupid.
Is it?
No, I mean, as the U.S., you know, my
Yeah.
mob mentality, I
Yeah.
have to say that other national anthems are stupid. I don't know much of the Canadian national anthem other than "O Canada."
No. Do you think the Canadian national anthem was written and then named by a guy from the 1800s? Maybe with 2 or 3 popped collars?
Yes, I would say right after the founding of seahorses, they found Canada, and it became what it is today. Not just a territory of England, but its own country, but also still connected to England and have the Queen on her money. I don't know. What is it? What is it called? Is it a principality? What is it?
What, Canada?
Yeah.
I think it's a country.
Why is it still owned by England?
I don't know. I was raised in America. I don't understand all these people who want to bow down to a king, lick the dirt off of his boots like a
Yeah.
bunch of friggin'...
Yeah, and there's the thing too. How come kneeling in front of a king is seen as respectful, but kneeling in front of the national anthem is disrespectful?
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I don't know. It's almost like people who don't want the players doing that have some sort of other motivation. It's weird.
It is weird.
So "O Canada," the Canadian national anthem, was 1880. It was commissioned.
I nailed it.
No, you didn't. Also, I was the one who asked the question.
I'm the one who answered it.
Yeah.
I answered it with no information.
The lyrics were originally in French, and the English version wasn't created until 1906.
Is it everywhere in Canada you have to also speak French, or is it just Quebec?
You don't have to speak French, I don't think. They
I
just
think it's encouraged, though, right?
they just look down on you if you don't.
Stella is losing her mind.
She hates Canadians.
That's right.
It's racist.
That's right. Every morning I show her a picture of Dave Coulier and slap her on the face.
First of all, I didn't know that there were any pictures of old DC still in
Dave
circulation.
Coulier?
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
You know they're out there.
Yeah. I do now. They're not out there. They're where you are.
He's got a brightly patterned button-down shirt over a t-shirt. He's got hands showing like hand scissors, like he's about to say, "Cut it out."
That wasn't his catchphrase, though.
Dave Coulier?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Whose catchphrase was that?
Wasn't that one of the kids? The twin girls?
No, I think you're thinking about How Rude and some other ones. But I think Cut It Out.
I'm always thinking about how rude. It's just a little...
Dave Coulier had his own like talk show at one point on a children's network, and he would do that all the time. And there are children screaming outside my window, which is why Stella is barking. And what can I do? I live in a apartment complex,
Yeah.
so I can't tell these people to shut their fucking kids up.
Yeah.
What you think if I play the national anthem really loud outside my window, those kids will respectfully stand or protest and kneel in silence?
I don't know. It's hard to pin down kids. Well, depending on how strong they are. Yeah, no, I think you're right. It's looking like Dave Coulier's catchphrase was "cut it out" with little scissors and the...
Oh, did he do it on Full House as well?
That's what I'm seeing. Where he did it on a kid show?
I swear he hosted like a kid show for a while on Nickelodeon, where he also used that catchphrase.
Oh. Well, it's the one thing he had going for him. Don't take it away from him.
The one thing. What about the beaver that was the hand puppet when his character on Full House got a show?
I thought you were taking this in a different direction. What about all the sex he had? Because Full House, he was like, all right, I don't want to talk about this.
In the 90s, he was drowning in beaver.
Well, that's what they called it back then.
They used to call him Justin Beaver.
I get it. What was the other guy's catchphrase?
Oh, Uncle Jesse's catchphrase?
Yeah, I don't know who the people are called. That's the guy that still is relevant when none of the others are, right?
Yeah, and I can't think of his name right now, but
Yeah.
I know it.
I mean, you came up with
I know
Uncle
it.
Jesse pretty quick.
His name is, I know his name. It's
You type it in Google, that's fine.
I'm typing in Uncle Jesse. Yeah, John Stamos. It's
Yeah.
in Google. Yeah.
Kind of disappointed in you.
I could think of Greek yogurt, but that's it. That's all I have.
What was his catchphrase in the
Have
show?
mercy. Have mercy is his catchphrase.
I'm sorry, Jeff, is that how he said it?
Can you? I think so.
Jeff, how did he say it? Could you...
Have mercy. It's said with an exclamation point, so I'm gonna assume it was Maybe did he say it without the H? Have mercy.
No, he wasn't like a French cartoon. Could you just give me another couple runs at how you think John Stamos in the character would say
Right.
"have mercy"?
Okay, here we go.
Take one.
Have mercy.
Okay, that's not it. That's Elvis. He died long before.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Take two. We're looking for.
Have mercy.
I don't know what that was.
All right.
I was too excited though.
Have mercy.
No.
Okay.
That's wow. That last one was like an academic discussing the cultural impact
Okay.
of the "have mercy" catchphrase. Really dry.
Yeah,
I got
okay.
bored immediately.
Have mercy.
Nope. You're back to French cartoon.
Have mercy.
No. You're doing a bit. We're done with this. You're doing a bit.
I don't remember how he said it.
I'm just here I am trying to learn how he said it on the show, and you
John.
gotta be doing bits.
John, have mercy on me, okay? Have mercy.
Yeah. No, will not. Are we done with Kyle's Click? I forgot we lost the trail there pretty quickly because I hate that segment.
We did lose track. I was going to keep letting it go because since we didn't watch a movie and we're not ready to talk about a movie about wizards, I was scared to leave Kyle's Click.
Why?
Because I didn't know. I didn't know if we were able to talk about this year in podcasting.
Why not?
Reflection is not one of my strong suits.
Why not?
I'm always looking forward, Sean. I'm always looking forward.
You should have just.
Got to be on your hustle, son.
You should have. That's exactly how he used to say it on Full House. That's exactly that. Was that Kimmy Gibbler's?
Oh, man. You know Kimmy Gibbler had at least one catchphrase.
I don't actually, because I have no idea what it might be.
My parents don't care where I am.
That's not a catchphrase. That's just a depressing fact.
I almost typed in Kimberly Gibbler.
Well, you don't know her that well.
The internet was like, oh yeah, you're talking about this person. It's fine. I was just searching Uncle Jesse. Shouldn't Google know? I mean Kimmy Gibbler right now. Come on. The fuck?
No, that's like creepy compare. Like, oh yeah, I searched for this adult man on this show from the '90s, and they should know I'm talking about the babysitter.
Well, if I start typing in Kimmy after I typed in Dave Coulier and Uncle Jesse, they probably should know that I was looking for Kimmy Gibbler.
I think Google's.
It was like fifth in the results.
Google's AI search algorithm is probably thinks you have a problem, and it's like, you know what, dog? I think you've looked up enough about Full House for today.
Is Google not as good at stuff as I think it is? Not as creepy?
No, it's better, is what I'm saying. It's trying to help you. Search for Kimmy Gibbler, and it's gonna give you a bunch of like suicide hotline numbers.
Yeah. It just I searched it. Said, "Are you feeling okay?"
Yeah.
I guess. This cursory glance at the Google search, I would say she doesn't have a catchphrase. Does not have one.
Okay.
If you know of Kimmy Gibbler's catchphrase or can make one up that's believable, go ahead and email or tweet at us. We're out of Kyle's Click. Okay, it's gone.
Whew. That was rough. Hey, what do you think the actress for Kimmy Gibbler's been doing lately? You think she's still in showbiz?
I think she's on the show Fuller House on Netflix, heading into season 2.
Really? They made another full. Why would they do that?
You know, because nostalgia's easier than having a good idea and getting it out. You try to portray a good idea as efficiently as possible so that millions of people will watch it. Ugh. But you say, hey, remember Full House? We're doing it again. Try that.
Here's the thing, though. I'm on fullhouse.wikia.com, and I'm looking at the actress's name was Andrea Barber.
Gotcha.
Maybe she pronounced it Andrea. I don't know. And it's got her birth date here, July 3rd. Mm-hmm. It also has her occupation listed as assistant to the director.
What?
Yeah. And then under other information, interests, her family.
Anyone on the internet now that doesn't have their family listed as an interest does not give a shit about their family.
I know, that's pretty fucking... Man. Hey, what are your interests? My family. Anyone who doesn't say that, fucking asshole. Oh, wow. I can just jump straight to her Facebook, her Twitter, her Instagram.
Oh, shit.
Welcome to our new segment, Andrea Barber.
Gabbing about Gibbler, our new segment.
That's a pretty good one. It's pretty good. I feel like Gabbing About Gibbler needs to hit its own theme music. Yeah, she's definitely on Fuller House, because that's like her background picture on her page here.
You think that's a family she cares about? Since DJ was her best friend growing up?
That's a good one, too. She posted some bullshit thing from The Guardian about how running is an antidepressant, which is fucking bullshit.
You don't think that running's an antidepressant?
I mean, it'll improve your mood, but, like, you can't use it in place of fucking proper, like, medical care.
Yeah, you know what else is probably an antidepressant in the same way that running is? Other forms of exercise?
Yeah.
Eating a lot of food?
Well,
Seeing a good movie? Masturbation? Everything else that doesn't, like, immediately remind you of how terrible life is?
you'd be a great doctor. Oh, you feel sad? Jerk off, moron. Eat a bunch of food and jerk off, you fat piece of shit. She's posting a lot of stuff about, like, mental health. 9 mental health reminders you might need after a tragedy. Oh, maybe these are just... I'm not looking at the dates, but these might just be after tragedies. Yeah, I'm falling down a hole again. I just want to know all about her life now and what it was like being Kimmy Gibbler.
Wasn't her catchphrase, "Did I do that?"
Yeah. And, oh, she had that machine where she became, like, a cool, competent person. Kim A.
Yeah. Yeah.
And she was, like, super ripped, too. Like, she worked out constantly. It was
Yeah.
crazy. All right,
It's insane.
Oh, no. I got away from her Facebook, but now I'm just on her Twitter. Oh, no. She's one of those people who doesn't do Twitter correctly. She just reposts everything from her Facebook. That's easy to get away from. This Instagram page of hers that I have open, though, I don't... Ooh. Yeah, no, there's some new stuff here. Eating a big pretzel.
People love Instagram, Sean. Yeah, you gotta get on that. You gotta get on that house. You
Get
gotta
it.
on that train.
It's just pictures.
Pictures are easier to read than words.
You don't read a picture. But here's the... Most people are ugly, though.
Yeah.
So what do I want to see pictures of them for? Right? Like...
You're right. The only people worth taking pictures of are beautiful people.
Thank you. That's all I wanted, is someone to say that.
Yeah. Hey, if you're not attractive, can you just do me a favor and just smash the cameras on your smartphone, please?
No, hold on to it, because what if there's like a beautiful sunset?
Uh-huh.
Take a picture of that and throw that up on Instagram.
So you can tell if someone is attractive or not if their Instagram page is all sunsets.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be a better, like, then we wouldn't need Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram could be the dating thing. I'm seeing a lot of sunsets here. Ugh.
Now, I've read some headlines of some articles that say Instagram is the new Tinder, whether we like it or not.
Well, I don't like it. How, oh God, you fucking kids and your goddamn technology.
Yeah, so the gist of an article I didn't read, I think, was saying that basically if they see you on Tinder and they've swiped on you and you don't swipe back, they look at your name, they search you on Instagram, and then they slide into your DMs that way.
No, I think the phrase
Yeah,
slide into your
super
DMs
creepy.
is stupid too, so please don't say it near me.
I'm quoting an article I barely read.
No, that's okay. I'm just saying, it's a bad way to use language and it offends me. I mean, by
How do you
slide into your DMs just means I talk to the person like a normal human.
Okay, that's how you'd like to say it?
Yeah, that's how you slide into talking to them like a normal person. Please use that phrase.
Using direct messaging on Instagram.
Yeah. Hey, Kimmy's got a picture of her with the voice actor who does Kimmy Gibbler's voice in Japanese.
Oh, damn.
So that's, I think I'm going to take a quick YouTube journey now. Just see what this sounds like.
Sean, do you think we could get jobs doing English voiceovers of foreign language TV shows that come over here? Do you think that's easy to do?
I don't know.
Should we try?
You can if you want. I'm pretty busy. No, this is in English. This is the last thing I want to watch. It's Full House in English. That's absolutely just not on a list of things that I want to do. Okay, how about Kimmy Gibbler, Japanese voice? Okay, all right, let's see what this does. Really not very helpful here, YouTube. Okay. All right, forget the whole thing. Just forget everything that we said about Kimmy Gibbler, about Andrea.
Cutting it out.
Cutting it all out. A great lost episode. That'd be a great clip show. You can just do a supercut of all the famous people I shit on because I'm resentful that they're more popular than me. I just went back to Instagram. I'm sorry. None of this is good, by the way, but closing it out. All right, we're good.
Oh man, I just went to Instagram.
All right, so what are we talking about now, though? We were going to talk about podcasting over the past year. Why didn't you leave me out of this and just make a clip show?
I thought about that, but I listened to like 3 episodes and get clips from them, and then I was like, phew, it's going to take a long time.
Yeah.
I should have been planning ahead.
Yeah. You should slowly keep doing that.
I will, yeah, for our 10 year.
I'd say, oh, yeah, definitely we'll be doing this in 10 years. What was the other thing? Oh, man, I think it was last episode. You left in a whole bit about me talking about my breakfast, and I do not know why you did that, because it's not interesting to anybody. I listened to part of it, and I was like, well, this is boring. Why is this on internet radio right now? It's just a guy talking about his breakfast.
So, all right, so this segment's going to be you complaining about things I've left in the podcast.
Yeah, apparently. Apparently. I felt like I was listening to it. I was like, okay, so let me guess. The next thing is going to be an advertisement for Cialis, and then we're going to come back to the show so they can do a sports recap.
I was interested in your breakfast, so I thought I'll leave it up.
All right.
You know, people can skip it if they want. You know, they can just keep going 15 seconds ahead if they wanted to. You know, I just think it's interesting to get into the inner workings of your day to day to see what really makes you. You know.
Yeah, I don't think
we're slowly finding these things out. Podcasts. You know, you let your guard down near the end. Start talking about breakfast. Sometimes you talk about dinner.
I don't think me talking about eating hard-boiled eggs is interesting at all, ever. I don't know why you thought that.
Listen, you're bringing it up now, but basically all I'm going to do is try to rehash it.
I know.
So you 2 hard-boiled eggs.
Yeah. Hey, guess what? I'm not editing this episode. I got a lot of shit to do. So you're just making more work for yourself there, buddy.
I'm not, because I'm leaving it in.
How old is Kimmy Gibbler on Full House? I'm just on the Google page now, and there's so much. There's so much. She's 39. You just got engaged, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
Missed your chance with the old Kimster.
The old Gibbler.
Could have gibbed it.
I mean, you know, I'll just have to live with my choices.
Yeah. Yeah. But here's the problem. I gotta live with it too. No offense. Just you know.
Are you mad that you don't know the Gibbler? Is that?
I think it's better if it's just a mystery. Now that I give it more serious thought, you know. I never really watched Full House. This is the Full House episode, apparently. Did you ever watch Full House, Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot.
How'd you like it?
It was okay. I think I enjoyed it when I was young.
Why?
I don't know. There's a lot of shows looking back that I liked back then that were probably worse than Full House.
Yeah. What was your favorite show when you were like a kid? Like let's say between the ages of 10 and 14.
10 and 14. Boy.
Give me some titles.
I don't know. I want to say Salute Your Shorts maybe was up there.
Okay.
Between 10 and 14.
Yeah.
If I'm thinking correctly.
I never really watched that.
From what I remember, it was great, so it's probably terrible.
Yep.
Those kind of shows, I guess I was watching. I admit that.
Salute Your Shorts, the only show title you can think of right now.
I'm sure I watched The Adventures of Pete and Pete.
Okay.
Know. I'm sure I watched Hey Dude. I'm sure I watched...
what was Hey Dude?
It was a show on Nickelodeon, much like Salute Your Shorts, only it seemed to be a lot more serious. Mm-hmm. Let's, language is a gift. We should be treating it seriously.
Thank you. Thank you, Jeff.
More serious.
Thank
anyway.
You. Anyway.
But it's about these kids that worked on a dude ranch over the summer. It all started with a new kid coming in.
Yeah.
He was so hot and cool.
New dude on the ranch.
Yeah. The owner was a complete nerd.
Oh, okay. That's good. That's good. A lot of stable talk, huh?
Yeah.
Full stable.
What about you, Sean, huh? Shows you watching.
Full Stable would be a great name for a show if they remade Full House with horses.
It was all subtitles and, horses knocking on the ground.
Why aren't more shows remade with animal actors? Have you ever seen any of, any advertisement that has monkeys in business suits? I love it.
Hilarious.
Yeah, hilarious. Immediately hilarious. I love it. I don't know why.
People's favorite character in Guardians of the Galaxy? The raccoon.
Yep. It's got a lot of the best lines, too.
I heard they put out one about a spider. It was very popular recently.
What was?
A Marvel movie about a spider. Very popular.
Did they? Oh.
Apparently a spider in high school.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is that what the movie was about?
I think so. I want to say yes.
Okay.
But since you're refusing to...
Yeah, no, I wanted to drag this out. No, I saw what you were doing. I just wanted to drag it out to its natural conclusion.
Sean, what shows are you watching?
Probably a lot of Star Trek.
10 to 14, you're watching Star Trek, huh?
Yeah.
Damn.
Next Generation was on, early 90s? Mid-90s?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, actually, a lot of Star Trek. It's a great show.
Oh.
Great shows, plural. I have not seen Star Trek Discovery because CBS is a big dumb idiot.
How do we get people to pay $5 a month?
Yeah.
Let's see. Give them access to all our CBS late night stuff.
Oh, yeah. Wow, what a lineup.
Okay.
CBS has got some real hard-hitting shit there.
Yeah.
What a great network that's totally worth my money.
And I'm sure it's a wonderful network. I'm just confused. I feel like the demographic, though, is way older than people who would subscribe to it over the internet. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's just me. So They could have, partnered and shown it on Hulu the next day or two, or online for free, or on regular TV, and I could watch it on demand since I already pay for cable.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Just put it on fucking television, you goddamn idiots. I mean, like, yeah, a bunch of people already pay for fucking cable. I'm not going to pay extra money to watch Star Trek until the season is done, and I can just pay them $5, watch the whole thing in a week, and then cancel my subscription.
Oh my god, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are planning on doing. Because there's fucking companies subdividing over and over and over all these fucking shows. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to keep up 12 subscriptions. I'm going to come in, I'm going to snipe a bunch of shows all at once. I'm going to dip. I'm going to dip. Jeff, I'm dipping out. I'm not doing it. It's stupid.
You know what? You can't be a cool internet company if you're around and started when TV started, okay? You're a TV company, all right? You can make the media and sell it to the cool internet companies when nobody watches your shit on TV anymore. Yeah. And they figure out what to do with television. Fix that.
Just let Netflix handle it. They're killing it, okay? Just let they know what they're doing. Just give it to Netflix. I don't have to change anything. It's great.
Sell it to them for whatever you planned on making, and then, 6 or 7 years...
I don't even mind.
You had that show running.
What I would love, it would be even better if, put ads in the front of the show and at the end of the show. Mm-hmm. And then just let me watch the show in the middle, uninterrupted. I'll sit through 5 minutes of ads at the beginning. That's fine. I'll be doing other stuff. I'll be reading a book or something until it's done. They know that. They know that.
New to Heads Up. 5-minute ads at the top of the show.
Do you think you could talk about a single product for 5 minutes, Jeff? And also know that if you answer yes, I'm going to make you do it right now?
I mean, it depends on the product.
Okay. What product do you think you could talk for 5 minutes about?
Why are you making me do all the work?
No, I'm not. I'm just curious.
Pick a product. We'll see how long I can go.
Legos.
I got nothing.
Okay. All right. That's okay. We can move on. So how have you liked doing this podcast for a year?
I think it's fine.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Huh.
I don't mind editing it. I like putting it up.
Yeah.
It's fun. It gives us a chance to talk about all this.
Yeah. No. That's great. That's great.
Where do you see this podcast going, Sean?
I definitely like it. Nowhere. What do you mean? It's going into the garbage. That's where it's going.
No, what have you learned about podcasts after doing it for a year?
No, I'm stuck on where you see this podcast going. Do you think it's gonna? Nobody gets success because they have a podcast.
I'm not talking about success. I'm talking about, the direction of our podcast. What's happening with it? What
trash. I told you.
Are we getting better at it? Are we getting worse?
I don't know. I haven't learned anything.
Is that because you refuse to learn anything from it, or?
Yeah, probably. I've done some of the editing, and that's neat to do. I like doing little program stuff.
Yeah, nice.
I hate clearing out all your little throat clears and delicate coughs. Hate that.
I have issues with my lungs. Okay,
Yeah.
All my coughs are delicate.
Well, you shouldn't smoke so many cigars.
This is America. Okay, I will smoke as many cigars as I want.
Your insurance premiums just went up, you idiot. I tricked you, dude, admitting that you smoke cigars.
I don't inhale. Okay,
I get it.
I chew on them like
That's good.
like a homeless vet. Okay, I chew on them.
Hey, who's your favorite 90s president?
I want to say Clinton, but he's got all these sexual abuse scandals.
Yeah, I was gonna say, was it the sex crimes?
Not cool.
Was it the sex?
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'd say like H.W. Bush now. Oof.
No, you don't. All politicians are just bags of shit. Don't trust them.
They're all terrible.
Even Bernie Sanders. I know people are gonna say that he's great. I don't know. He's a politician, so he's a bag of shit too.
Yeah. Why else would he be attracted to being in politics?
Yeah, it's a power grab. He likes feeling powerful.
Oh shit, John! I don't know how far down you went in Kimmy Gibbler's.
I closed it all out because otherwise we'd still be fucking talking about it, buddy.
Instagram.
What's up?
But she's got a picture of a commemorative Pez kit of Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. So about the podcast.
Go ahead.
I can tell you our audience is clearly shrinking.
Why is that?
Because you told me before the podcast that Holly didn't know you were still doing it. So that's one of our 2 listeners gone.
I said she asked if we were podcasting today, as in making a podcast.
No, I'm pretty sure you told me. She was like, "Oh wow, you still do that? What a fucking waste!" And then she'd spit on you.
She's like, "Really? You didn't want to like clean the house or
spend time with the dog? Maybe take it for a walk." Yeah. So I'll tell you, over the past year, the podcast has mostly been an interference for me.
Yes, yeah. It's been a burden, I've heard.
Yeah. It's
crushing you down, if I remember.
I always have a ton of other things to do when we're recording, which I guess is a good thing. You know?
You're keeping busy, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Like a geriatric man in his retirement. Hey, I like to keep busy.
So, I mean, would you say it's because of the podcast that your life is getting busier and busier?
No, of course not. Are you kidding me? It's taking no time, and I put no effort into it, as I believe everyone should know. I think it's apparent.
Yeah,
good. I just twist every conversation to be talking about animals or whatever I'm looking at the moment on the internet. It's a terrible podcast, and it's my fault. I know it's my fault.
No, you do great. Okay, I don't put any effort into it either.
Jeff, do you ever think about 9/11?
Almost constantly.
Okay. Why? I never do. And then people bring it up, and I'm like, oh, shit. I was alive when 9/11 happened.
Yeah.
You remember how quick people get over it, except for, like, people in the government who want to use it?
They said never forget, but I feel like a lot of people did.
Yeah.
But it did help cement just a really underlying tone of racism in this country.
Have we talked about 9/11 on the podcast yet? I feel like this is kind of a...
I mean, we labeled it as a comedy podcast, so I'm sure we've brought it up several times.
Jeff, it was a national tragedy, and people died and stuff.
That's true. What made you think of it just now?
Oh, I don't know.
Tragedies?
Tragedies. I was thinking about the podcast and what a disaster it's been.
Before 9/11, you could leave your shoes on, and you didn't have to get, like, X-ray scanned every time you went to get on a plane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what is that, the TSA?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another garbage organization that just should be done away with. It does nothing to make people safer.
No, it doesn't.
If you think the TSA makes you safer, you are essentially a baby, and the TSA is burping you before you get on a plane. That's what they're doing. You're a fucking infant who just can't make decisions on their own, and I hate you. Don't
if
ever
the
talk to me.
TSA thought they were making a difference, they would have way different expressions on their faces than I can't believe I have to stand here and look at every one of these fucking people.
Yeah. Did you know
I cannot believe this.
The TSA once advertised on pizza boxes.
Advertised what? Jobs?
Yeah, job openings. No, I'm not kidding.
Well, I mean...
Serious organization by people who seriously care about your safety, okay? The government wants to help you. Now get in this machine that'll show us with your clothes off. You fucking maybe terrorist. We don't know. We don't know until we've checked. Sorry.
I don't want to see you naked exactly, but I just need a pretty accurate guesstimate of what you look like naked.
What you got behind your ding-dong there, buddy?
Yeah.
Huh? Is that a pear or is that some C4, you scumbag? I'm sorry, you thought you were going to fly to Alabama with those behind your ding-dong? I don't think so. I'm putting this glove on and I'm going to slap him around.
I am this dumb. One time I was going through the metal detector before they had those scanners.
And you had C4 tucked behind your ding-dong?
Yeah, it was crazy. No, but I went to walk through it and I was like, oh, I forgot to take my stuff out of my pocket, right?
Yeah.
So I say to the lady that's with me on, oh, I just forgot to take stuff out of my pocket. She goes, come through. And I said, okay. And I walked through and it went off. And then she like rolled her eyes because I had shit in my pocket.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I was going to take it out, but
yeah, like I just
you're like
said,
being a real dickhead about it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm sure they get a ton of training, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
We want them to be well trained so that they can watch people walk through a metal detector. You need a lot of training for that. I don't even know how to turn on one of those wands. You wave over somebody's body in case you think they got metal behind their ding dong.
Yeah.
They're gonna like a knife tucked up in there or something.
Yeah, I'm sure it's possibly over an hour of training. It may be even a video. It's crazy. That's why I have faith that if we increase the budget for border security, we can get it up to the level of the TSA. I think.
I don't think so.
Because the TSA is supposed to like let most people in and just keep a couple people out
Yeah.
that they think might have like C4 between their ding dong.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
C4 under their doinker.
Under their doinker. Yeah.
Under their doinker. Border Patrol, by default, they gotta keep people out.
Yeah.
Except if you're working like the main roads. So like.
Yes, except if you like drive in. Yep. Yeah.
So if they see someone walking just trying to get right across the border, Instead of being like, oh, do you have, C4 under your dunker? They just be like, excuse me, sir, please head back to where you were going, okay?
Excuse me, sir,
The
there's
United
an
States
invisible
does not
line.
want you.
There's an invisible
Yeah.
line across this desert that I could point
Yeah.
to you on a map, but doesn't exist in the real world. So I'm going to need you to turn around.
Yeah, turn right back around.
Oh,
Okay.
you're dying of dehydration because you've been walking through the desert to try to get to a place where you might have a better life because you're looking for job opportunities. No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I
You think
don't-
this nation
sir.
was founded on immigrants? I don't think so. I don't think so, sir.
Sir, I'm sorry. I don't speak Spanish, but the United States has a certain limited number of jobs. And once all those jobs are filled up, there'll be no more jobs for people. So I can't let you come in here and take one of our finite resources of jobs. It's not like we have more people in an area. It would create more work and more jobs. No.
No, that's not how.
There's a flat number of jobs. Once they're gone, they're gone. Okay? So I need you to head back around and start taking one of the limited number of jobs there are in Mexico. Okay? Can't have this.
I think I brought it up just because I've been like 9/11. I think that's how we got here. It's just I've just been more anti-government than usual lately.
You're not planning anything, are you?
No, of course no. I mean, the government's fine. I just don't like it involved in my life. I hate having to
True.
drive the speed limit when cops are around, of course. If I don't see a cop, I'll go whatever speed I feel like, because why wouldn't I?
You're a good judge of how safe you feel,
Yeah,
right?
thank you. I am. Oh, here's another thing. Now I'm way off topic, but who are these people during the morning commute who are just out for a fucking Sunday drive? Just going as slow as they fucking want. Just, let's
Yeah.
take in the sights at 8 o'clock in the morning. Get the fuck out of my way. I'm trying to get somewhere.
Now, Sean, I'd feel like I'd miss out if I don't mention this, but I typically drive like 5 under the speed limit.
No. Why?
I don't know.
Why?
I don't
Get out of
know.
my way.
I just,
Get out of my way. I'm going places in the morning. I'm trying to get to work. I do not want
Yeah.
to be late.
Yeah, I'm going to work too probably, but I'm still going like 5 under.
No, go the speed limit or 5 over.
It's a limit, Sean.
Yeah, it's a limit to how slow you're allowed to go when I'm behind you. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. I got fucking places to be.
Oh.
If there's 10 cars behind you, the first car behind you should be allowed to run you off the road if you don't pull over. You got 30 seconds, and he gives you a little beep, and he gives you a little patterned horn beep,
If it's like a single lane road, I'll
Yeah.
try to go the speed limit.
Yeah, thank you.
But if it's like a multi-lane, like it's a highway,
That's
then
fine.
I'm like 5 under.
As
and
long as you're
slow
in
lane.
one of the right-hand lanes,
Yeah, I'm usually all the way in the right-hand lane.
yeah, that's fine.
Just
good. Stay
minding
there.
my own business.
Yeah.
I am shocked when I have to get into one of the other lanes to pass people.
Right.
I'm like, are you fucking serious right now?
What do they do? What are you doing on a highway?
But I'm a notoriously slow driver. Yeah.
All right. I mean, that's fine. You know what speed you feel safest at.
Thank you.
Just stay out of my way. Because I don't really value my life. I kind of don't value anyone else's when I'm on the road. I'm
Yeah.
behind the wheel. I'm going places. Okay. And it's either going to be the grave or my destination that I've planned, and I kind of don't care which.
You've got an obligation to keep. And the only way to keep it is to be there on time or to have a good excuse not to be there,
Yeah.
which is death.
There's one good excuse to not get to a place that I'm getting to, and it's I died in a car accident, probably caused by me. That's it.
Passing me on the highway.
It's just it's on these single lane roads. These people going like 35 in a 50.
Yeah, no. On single lane roads, I will stay the speed limit. But
Yeah.
I do get annoyed when I'm going the speed limit and people are right up on my the back of my car.
And people come flying up on you. They're tailgating you. They can go fuck
Yeah.
themselves too.
I rarely am going over the speed limit, so I'm usually single lane roads. I'm at the speed limit.
Yeah.
Multi-lane roads, I'm like 5 under.
Yeah. Well, like single lane roads, people will, like I'm going 5 over maybe the speed limit. People come flying up on me, acting like I'm the problem. You're the problem, asshole. Get out of here. I hope you rear end some guy who's going too slow. Both you die, and I don't have to deal with it. They just drag your corpses off the road.
What if they've got places to be, Sean?
Well, they got there, didn't they? They got to the place we're all gonna go. You believe in heaven or hell, Jeff?
Do I believe in heaven or hell? No.
No, you don't think you're gonna get a final reward?
No.
Yeah. Why not?
I don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Really?
Yeah. Like, are people I know that are dead or in heaven or hell?
Yeah.
And if they're in heaven, they get to look down on me. Is that right?
Probably.
I don't like that idea.
Okay.
I don't want them looking at
Well,
me.
that's a personal preference, though. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not.
Mind their own business.
That doesn't,
How about that?
That doesn't describe
I'm
why
trying to
you
live
do
my
or
life.
don't believe in it. That's just
I
if
like
it's
it. It
real, you
creeps
don't
me
like
out.
it.
It creeps me out. I can't handle it.
Oh.
I believe in privacy. Okay, that's why I have an Amazon Echo in my house that records everything I say. I'm a big proponent of privacy.
Hey, you should right now just shout Jeff Bezos can go fuck himself. See what happens.
Alexa, Jeff Bezos can go fuck himself. Well, she just made a noise as like that's on the record. If it's been recorded.
Of course it is.
So it's fine.
Right.
No, I can't see it. It doesn't make any sense to me. Do you believe in the?
I think there's probably an afterlife. I think.
Really?
Yeah, if there is a God, I don't think he's kind enough to just let it be nothing when you die. Mm-hmm. I think the universal constant is pain. Everything that lives can suffer. And I think when you die, he probably wants to continue that.
Suffering?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
God's probably a real asshole, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I would imagine, given the things that go on here.
Yeah. So then my other thought is if there is no God, right? Intellect probably isn't random. There's probably some purpose it serves. And probably when we die, our intellects just are like the lowest rung on a food chain. We're like plankton in a sea of intellect that other smarter, larger creatures come along and eat when you die.
Oh, fuck.
So you suffer more then, too. I guess my philosophy is really based around how terrible life is. And that when you die, you don't get relief from that.
You're saying, yeah, of course there's an afterlife. Your suffering cannot end.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because imagine this, right? Say you go to heaven, right?
Yeah.
And you wake up in a beautiful mansion and you live in heaven and like God or Jesus or one of the other. There's no other true religion other than Christianity, so it's just God or Jesus, as we all know.
Yeah, and we named him Jesus, so can't the Mexicans get over it?
Oh well, there is. I have heard talk of pearly gates, so it sounds like they built a wall because you don't just have
a ladder and a rope, then they could probably get in there.
That's fair. But imagine, all right, you get to heaven, right? Mm-hmm. And it's pretty dope. It's all your favorite music and your favorite food and your dogs now. The Pope said can go to heaven, which is real fucking big of him. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Yeah,
that's fucked up.
Cool thing to say, church. That before this, nobody's pets went to heaven. That's cool. That's a good call to make. Really with the times.
God finally cracked the code to animal souls. He's able to get them in now.
He had to give their names to what is that, St. Peter at the pearly gates?
Yeah.
Yeah, he put him on the list. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's cool. You get to heaven and then you find out, like, I don't know, your best friend's in hell. Can you? Is that then still heaven for you?
Well, the sheer smug satisfaction I got from getting into heaven, well, I think, would sustain me for a while.
So, but what if it's...
Could you prank call them if they're in hell?
Because
I would enjoy that. Right?
Probably not. You're in heaven, man. You can't prank call.
Can't prank call people in hell?
No.
What's the point then?
Because they're separate. That's can't be... Well, because if you're doing that, you're being a dickhead and you belong in hell. So your soul probably gets sucked into the phone and you spiral down the wire, like, and boom, you're in hell.
Heaven, it sounds great. Like, people tell you what's going to be there, right? Mm-hmm. But if you really think about it, it seems very socialist, heaven, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then people that believe in heaven and talk about those kind of values are really fighting against socialism down here.
It's a pretty strange dichotomy, right?
Yeah. So what's their game? They don't want us to enjoy ourselves down here?
Well, it's kind of it's either the gospel of wealth, where having money is a thing God wants, the Joel Osteen kind of nonsense bullshit. What a piece of shit that guy is, too, huh? Everybody in power, or who has more money than me, is basically just a piece of shit.
Yeah. The only way to not be a piece of shit is to have less money than Sean. So you can do two things.
Yeah.
You can give away all your money.
It's pretty hard to do.
Or you can make sure that you have more money than... Yeah, Sean has more money than you. So just feed Sean a lot of money.
Yeah. Because I don't have a lot now, so you don't need a lot of money to be a piece of shit in my eyes. No, you can be wealthier than me, and you're not a piece of shit. It's just if you're a public figure, you're a piece of shit. Yeah, basically.
Sure.
Politician, actors, they're all pieces of shit. If this is your review show, how has podcasting been? I just put everybody on blast all at once,
Sean is saying if he's heard of you, you're probably a piece of shit.
Yeah. I think the one exception is probably musicians. I think musicians, but that's like a coin cost. It's like 50-50, like half of them pieces of shit.
They're either pieces of shit or they're going to become a piece of shit.
Yeah, probably. There's maybe 5% of musicians will live their whole lives being okay. Not great, just okay.
Candy, no transitions.
Nice. The only way to stop me ranting about...
Well, I know you got a heart out.
Which is,
and I'd love to talk about the kingdom of heaven with you more.
Ooh, sorry, I just really want to touch on that part. I don't believe heaven exists, but hell definitely does. Let me go grab. I didn't actually eat the candy yet, so let me go grab the thing. So what did we eat here, Jeff? What candy? We had Pez, right?
We had Pez, or really old Pez, from 2011.
So Jeff bought me a Lord of the Rings Pez dispenser collection, and then he threw it at me when I was leaving his car after helping him make a decision that he should have made 6 years ago. And wow, sugar, corn syrup are the first 2 ingredients in Pez. That's a lot of. Well, they are basically just sugar tablets.
Yeah, they're sugar tablets.
So I gave you one of the Pez dispensers and a bunch of the Pez. You got Legolas, I think?
I did get Legolas, yeah.
How do I open this now? So who do I have here? I got, looks like probably Sam and Frodo, right? Mm-hmm. You only get the two. Yeah. You only get 2 important hobbits. I got the little gremlin guy.
The gremlin guy? You're talking Schmeagol?
Gollum. Kind of looks like just they painted over a Yoda.
They probably did. Shaved his ears down.
I don't even know if they did that. His ears are pretty.
The one time I remember to mention that we already ate the candy, and then we just talk about it.
Yeah.
Every other podcast I say we eat some candy, and you correct me. You didn't eat the candy. I just want to put that out there. So I'm trying to grow, and you're really fucking it up for me. Okay.
Yeah. Whatever. You think I care?
No.
Yeah. So
That's the one thing I've learned in this year of podcasting.
You should have known it way before that. I feel like I've been pretty clear my whole life. So what? Oh, okay, so there's cherry, orange, and grape. I'm going to try the cherry first. Oh my god. These do not feel recent.
No. I actually went and bought newer Pez today. Mm-hmm. And it definitely tastes slightly different than the 6-year-old Pez that I'm having you eat right now.
Ooh, yeah, that cherry flavor? Mm-hmm. That has a really unpleasant aftertaste.
Yeah, because it's 6 years old.
It could just be because Pez is disgusting.
Also that.
How'd you like the cherry? I did not.
I liked.
It gave me a feeling in the sides of my mouth like it's tart, and I feel like cherries aren't supposed to be tart.
It is tart. I did like it, though. I liked the orange, the cherry. The grape was hit or miss.
I just had the orange. The orange isn't bad. Orange is always the best flavor, though.
True.
Yeah, is that ever not true?
No.
I can't think of a candy I've ever had where it's been like, orange was bad.
I couldn't eat the orange ones. They were disgusting.
Grape one tastes like medicine.
Yeah, less so in the new one, newer Pez, but if you let it age 6 years, it definitely has a medicine taste.
Does it become medicinal?
I think so. The newer Pez also came in packs with 3 different flavors, but orange was not one of them.
Really?
It gave me cherry, strawberry, and grape.
Oh.
Pick one or the other. We don't need cherry and strawberry. We don't need 2 different red Pez's, you know what I mean?
Oh. Yeah, I just went back to the cherry. It is not, it is not ideal. Oh. It's just not good. It's just not very good.
Does it, the taste and texture is it made up at all by the fact that you got it out of a fun character?
No.
You ate the candy out of a fun character?
Oh, I haven't been doing that.
No, that's not the Pez experience, Sean.
Okay. I went back to the cherry again. It's terrible. I think it's the flavor. So what? I got Gollum.
Yeah.
I got Gimli, the dwarf. I got Aragorn, Gandalf, Frodo, Sam, and the Eye of Sauron.
Yeah.
What one do you want me to use is what I'm asking.
I mean, I would probably use Sauron. I mean, the Eye of Sauron, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They couldn't just, we know what he looked like as a man, kind of, with like the helmet and stuff. They could have just done that.
So oh, okay, I figured it out.
Did you?
Yeah. You just push up on the bottom, and then it gives you a place where you can put the tablets in.
Yep.
Like this is some sort of injector. Is it weird that I feel like I'm putting bullets into a gun to shoot myself?
No.
Because I just don't want to be doing this, but here we go.
These are Pez dispensers. You must put Pez in them and dispense them. That's how the candy is meant to be eaten.
Oh, yeah, that's not... Yeah, that makes the experience significantly worse. Mm-hmm. Because now I got like this painted plastic smell in my nose.
Are you putting the dispenser up to your nose?
Well, how else would I get the candy out? I got to put it up to my mouth. My nose is right above my mouth, you fucking idiot.
I tilt the head back and pull out candy with my other finger, other hand.
Oh, I thought you were supposed to eat it right out of the thing.
I don't know. I can try it. We'll see.
It is going to be a worse experience.
Oh, I'm out of Pez. Hold on. Got to reload.
So you got Legolas, right?
To get Legolas, yeah.
Because he fell out of the thing?
After I specifically told you to choose a character that reminded you of me.
Yeah, Legolas. Remember when he slides down that elephant's trunk and the dwarf goes, "That still only counts as one."
Is it because it's because you used to date a dwarf? Is that what you're...
No. I'm glad you went there, but no. Okay, here we go. I googled how to eat Pez, and let me see. There is... okay. Well, it looks like tween girl is playing Midnight City over a video. Yeah, so she opens the top and takes it out with her other hand while staring blankly into the camera. I'm very uncomfortable. Am I on a list? Am I on a list right now?
I think so.
God damn it.
Oh, wow. Some of this Pez was broken, so I couldn't get it out the normal way. Try it in my mouth. It is now everywhere. Oh, boy.
Classic Jeff adventure.
I'll try this one that's not broken. I'll put it in there. I'll see. Yeah, that's terrible. You shouldn't do it like that.
Yeah, just like putting your mouth up to it.
Yeah, you shouldn't do that.
I agree. Early Pez dispensers did not have character heads on them.
Really?
Yeah, it was just a rectangular box with a little flip top thing.
How dull.
Toy character head dispensers were introduced in 1955. When was this shit invented? Because it feels like they have not... 1927 in Australia. Oh, okay. Oh, Austria. Sorry.
Whoa. You almost offended a whole group of people.
Oh, yeah. Wouldn't want to do that.
1927, you said?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, Wikipedia says. There's a Star Trek dispenser.
Would you have preferred that?
Original series and the Next Generation series. No, Jeff, I don't want you to give me a bunch of plastic I have to throw out now. Why did you do that?
Well, that'd be a nice gesture, okay?
No.
You can throw it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay?
Don't buy me presents. You should know that. I'm not going to appreciate it. I'm a bad person.
I just wanted you to eat old Pez.
Yeah, you want to poison me with gross old candy.
I ate just as much as you're probably going to eat of that candy.
I'm going to eat
That
all of
old
it.
Pez.
Ah, God, it cracks against your teeth.
Now, did the Austrian government put this in their troops' bags?
I'm not seeing anything about that, no. 3 billion bricks of Pez are consumed each year in the United States alone. 3 billion. Who's eating these?
I'll tell you, between the Pez that I got from you and the Pez I bought today, I had a lot of Pez.
That's gross. The dispensers are collectibles. Probably they'll be as valuable as Beanie Babies are someday, right? Real good investment.
You gotta get in there, you gotta sell them early before they're valueless.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks for spending my fucking college money on Pez dispensers, you piece of shit. You fucking asshole.
The Pez dispenser isn't that useful for getting the candy, right?
You add an extra step. You unwrap the candy and then you put it in plastic. You put it in a hard plastic tube.
It doesn't particularly fit well in your pocket.
Nope, because it's got a big fucking head on it. There's a big fucking dwarf head with a giant beard.
They sell the candy with the dispensers, so they know what's going in there, and yet they haven't improved the packaging of the actual Pez itself to be easily loaded into the Pez dispenser.
Right.
Get a tear at it, falls out.
Yeah, these were really hard to open.
It must be geared towards kids, but these dispensers were definitely made before, iPads, because I can see a kid getting bored of this pretty quickly.
Yeah. It's not fun to do.
Do you think they could adult up Pez dispensers? Do you think that would help their market? I mean, they already have 3 billion bricks of Pez eaten a year in America.
Please explain to me what you mean by adult up Pez.
Because it looks like they started off as like actual mint flavored, right? Mm-hmm. And so instead of having a tube with a cartoon head that doesn't fit in your pocket, maybe make something sleek that fits in your pocket, and then you push on it and a piece of Pez comes out easily. So it doesn't look like a little stick figure toy with a big head, something sleek that fits in your pocket easily. So you can help with mints.
You want to make like the Zippo lighter version of Pez dispensers.
Yeah.
Like
we're make some real classy.
What if, okay, how about this? No, how about this? TM, Pez, call us. How about a vape pen that dispenses Pez too?
Yeah, because it used to be cool in the movies to have a guy leaning up against a wall and he'd pull out a cigarette and then light it.
Yeah.
Now imagine this: the same cool guy this time pulls out a classy Pez dispenser out of his pocket, pops a piece of Pez in his mouth.
Sleek,
puts it back in his
stainless
pocket.
steel.
Modern, yeah.
Modern.
Clean lines.
Vape. You can vape with
it. Also has a space for vape liquid or whatever they use to make vape.
Let me just do a real quick search for Pez vape. Pez candy flavored e-liquids and vape juices. God damn it! I knew someone thought of this first.
Pez flavored vape?
Yeah. But that just makes it all the more imperative that we have a Pez dispenser / vape pen.
True.
A vape Pez.
Can it be Pez flavored if the Pez flavors are orange cherry, strawberry, and grape.
I don't know.
Okay.
How did that cherry taste to you? Did it taste like a cherry you've had anywhere else ever?
It tastes like a tart cherry, you know what I mean?
I don't. I'm
Like,
having
if you
another
said,
right
like-
now.
yeah.
Awful.
I wouldn't associate that flavor with Pez specifically. It's like if they had Swedish fish flavored vape. I'd be like, oh yeah, that's what a Swedish fish tastes like.
I bet you they have that.
I'm sure they do. They have to make as many flavors as possible to stand out in this saturated vape market, to stand out and be cool.
It totally exists. FYI, Swedish fish.
Sean, do you think when I eventually have to give up candy due to diabetes that I could just vape different candy flavors and I would be okay?
No. No, I don't.
Why not?
Jeff, I'm not going to stand by and let a friend vape. No, I'm just kidding. You can vape if you want to. You can vape your friends behind. Your friends don't vape. And if they don't vape, you get it? You see what I was doing?
Yeah, I was waiting for you to finish.
Nah. You don't have to.
You can vape. You can vape.
You know what? Being a Pez dispenser would be a pretty good, probably pretty simple Halloween costume.
Just get a big paper towel tube, put it around your body, and then
Yeah, okay.
that's it.
Yep.
Job done.
Yep.
Just have your hands in there so you can push out big bricks of candy from your neck.
Yeah, you
That's
tilt your
top of
head
the
back and you
dispenser.
push candy out the front.
Have you ever had a Halloween costume that would dispense candy instead of get candy? That really kind of defeats the purpose of a costume.
Well, what if you go to you were talking about adulting it up. If you go to a party as an adult and you push out little nips of alcohol,
Oh, shit.
right?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
That is pretty good. All right, podcast over. That's going to do it for us.
That's all you have to say about Pez.
Where would you put Pez? Top of the line, middle of the road, bottom of the barrel.
It's middle of the road.
Yeah, I'm going to say bottom of the barrel. I'm going to eat them all because they're sugar, but I'm not going to enjoy it. Oh, God. But how are these bad and Necco wafers so good?
I was just going to ask you that because these taste more like candy to me than a Necco wafer does.
Well, yeah, they put a lot more chemical flavor in them, sure.
That's what I'm looking for in candy.
All right, so if you want to email us, I don't know why you want that, but it's headsuppod@gmail.com. If you want to send us pictures of yourself if you're beautiful and of objects in the world if you're not, you can use, there's an Instagram, I guess.
If you've actually ever dressed up as a Pez dispenser, please
Yeah, ugly or not, go ahead and take
share
a
it
picture
with
of
us
that.
on Instagram. Yeah.
That's at headsuppod, which is the same way you would reach us on Twitter. If you have if you don't think no good and you only come up with short words and phrases, or if you are an actual surviving Neanderthal like Encino Man. Why didn't we talk about Encino Man? And next episode, can we just talk about Encino Man?
If you have thoughts about 9/11 or Full House, why don't you tweet us?
You know what? I don't know. If you have thoughts about Full House, go ahead and tweet us at headsuppod. I don't really care what you think about 9/11. That's inviting conspiracy theorists on the internet into your life, Jeff, and don't do that.
Share your thoughts about the Kingdom of Heaven
Yeah.
to our email address.
Yeah.
headsuppod@gmail.com.
Tell me what you think the afterlife is like, because it's probably wrong. It's just more pain. That's just...
Yeah. But Sean, people are dying to get in.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. You really went with the 90s comedy theme, huh?
I'll cut it out.
Yeah.
Sorry. Cut it out.
No, I can dip a little further back. And,
All right.
Did you know that in Soviet Russia, heaven enters you?
Have mercy.
That sounds like a propaganda poster. Oh, this has been Heads Up with Jeff and Sean. I'm Sean,
I'm Jeff.
and we're popping off.
Toodles.
Toodles.
Have mercy. 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 Say have mercy.
You see that little guy?
Mercy. As to which I must say, have mercy.
I did get Legolas. Yeah.
Hold on.
I want to say it's because you see me
Hold
as
on.
elf-like.
I can't. I'm trying to get the pez off. Oh boy. That is going to be sonically unpleasant, but
I'll cut it out.
yeah.
The new Pez also gave me 3 flavors, but oh god,
You doing okay?
some Pez down the wrong pipe. The